Hello, good morning. My name is Jacqueline Avila, a student of the subject Impact of Logistics in the Automotive Industry. In this opportunity, I will summarize the most important aspects to consider within the most dynamic industry of the Bajío, the automotive industry. Since Guanajuato is a national leader in car production and the largest industrial corridor in Latin America, the state's automotive cluster has around 297 companies. What are the logistics like? Let me answer this question. Logistics is the process of procuring and bringing in goods, services, and information. Logistics covers everything from purchasing to warehousing to fulfillment to transportation and delivery, and how resources are managed at each of those stages. Components of logistics include inbound freight, outbound freight, international transportation, warehousing, materials management, order fulfillment, inventory planning, demand planning. In other words, we must provide the right product in the right quantity, quality, place, time, cost, and customer. The core services of logistics are order processing, storage, and transport. Quality in the automotive industry. Quality refers to the ability of an object to satisfy implicit or explicit needs, according to a parameter. Quality is a subjective concept. Everything is in the customer's eyes. A quality management system, QMS, is defined as a formalized system. It coordinates and directs the organization activities to meet customer and regulatory requirements. Using QMS, we optimize time and resources, procedures, and practices, and we avoid errors and deviations. Supply chain. The supply chain is a grouping of the series of activities associated with the flow and transformation of goods, from the extraction of the raw material to the final consumer, as well as information flow associated with the process, the flow of materials and information all along the chain. In this globalized world, SCM, supply chain management, has emerged. It is the active management of supply chain activities to maximize customer value and achieve a sustainable competitive advantage, providing efficiency, profitability, and security. The supply chain security (SCS) is a concept that includes norms, programs, systems, procedures, technologies, and solutions supplied by organizations to deal with threats that put at risk the objective's achievement. Nowadays, the global value chains are important. Due to communication technologies, a product can be made by different processes around the world. We can mention the AOA program, Authorized Economic Operator, and CTPAT, Customs Trade Partnership Against Terrorism, where all players in supply chain can be certified, as well as ISO 28000 Standard and Business Alliance for Secure Commerce. International Logistics. In the international logistics, we use KPIs, key performance indicators, to measure order management, supply, inventory, distribution, and transport management, to find ways to improve performance. Logistics KPIs are a way for businesses to compare their own performance against industry benchmarks. Manufacturing innovation. To innovate, we need to start thinking about if something is desirable by people, if it is feasible and viable for business. Innovation is all about the application of bringing something new into use and into the market. Strategic innovation tools to create successful business models are megatrends, market surveillance, value proposition, types of innovation, business model, evaluation and valuation of intangible assets, etc. Incoterms 2020. The next topic related to the automotive industry is Incoterms. They are made by the International Chamber of Commerce. They are created to avoid misunderstandings in the foreign contracts by clarifying the task, cost, and risks. They define the risk and responsibility of a shipment between the buyer and the seller. The safest way is to clearly mention it in the contract. Corporate social responsibility. Society, nature, administration, and industry are agents in the sustainable development. Development that meets the need of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. According to the ISO 26000, the organization must take care of human rights, community, consumer issues, operating practices, the environment, and the labor practices. IT environment and supply chain. One of the most important IT in supply chain are enterprise resource planning, warehouse management system to optimize your warehouse, labor management system for productivity and workforce, picking systems, how to collect materials, yard management system, among others, as well as the industry 4.0 that holds the promise of a new revolution that combines advanced production and operation techniques with smart technologies that will be integrated into organizations, people, and assets. Leadership within this large industry is fundamental, since new and better strategies that are applicable within the entire supply chain must be proposed, which must also be planned for the long term. Guanajuato is a very important location for the manufacture and export of the automotive sector, since our trade balance is represented by cars and their commercialization. It is very likely that in a short time, many of us undergraduate students in international trade will be working in this industry. So I feel fortunate to have made the right decision to enter a class that has a significant impact on my professional development by making me aware of logistics and the supply chain.